Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, race fans, we're here short tracking it tonight, and somebody's trying to go in the infield. I guess they're tired of being kids, but that's fine. North Wilkesboro, one of the newest tracks here on iRacing but it's a good one. Now they are getting it set up to do an all-star race in real life come next year, which will be actually the first time NASCAR has put the Cup cars on this track in real life in like, what, 20-some years or whatever? I mean, it's a long time.
20 years.
Back in the 90s or something like that. So, be interesting to see. But, man, I tell you what, the man that's on a hot streak is old Pedro Mojica. That guy, can anybody stop him?
That's a good little question. I mean, he's starting second, so he has a pretty good shot here tonight.
He does, and I think
he's 4 in a row, 3 in a row, or something like that.
And I think if any track that they're going to is probably going to be this track right here. I mean, he's good. He seems to find a way to the front. Got that luck factor.
Yeah, well, he's won on a plate track. He's won at Rockingham, which is an older, bumpier style track, kind of like this track. And he's won at Vegas, so he's won about every style of track there is.
I know. Now he just needs to hit up this short track here tonight, and he's got the trifecta going on or whatever.
It'd be a quadfecta.
Yeah. Definitely got this thing hopping. What he can do. But David Comstock, the fast one there too on his outside. Another guy, man, that knows how to get things done. He can, man, kind of muster up here tonight. Stay out front or whatnot. North Wilkesboro. The little track, 20-something. We were talking before. Tommy Ryan didn't get up either, but looks like we were talking about North Wilkesboro, and we talk about Sim500, and when we talk about Sim500, we talk about the amount of cautions. They just don't have a lot of cautions at this league. So tonight I said 2. You said 5. Let's see what y'all got out.
Probably more, though.
Well, we'll stay with 5. Let's see what you got out there in the chat. What do y'all think? You know, these guys here, man, are just so much talent on this field, and you're gonna see it right now. You already see Comstock get out front, Mojica there in second. About this track, it's gonna run similar to Martinsville, I think. You know, the low line's gonna be the place to be.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the low line. You might see him shift up to above that first little dash line on the track in the corners there. Mainly in 3 and 4, though. 1 and 2, you might not see that occur, but 3 and 4, you'll eventually see him push up to the second groove.
Yeah, tires will be a factor here. Now, 100% fuel at 150 laps. Yeah, they're gonna have to make a pit stop, but 100, you know, 100% fuel. They might go 150. Where's this track is? I mean, ooh, Jeff Ryan off the track. Jeff Ryan, he's out there. No caution because he got off the thing. But let's go back on the replay, see what did happen to him. See if it's fun or had a little help back here. Nope, just lost it. Coming off the turn, hit the inside wall. Boom. You know what's curious though is, are they going to put the safer barriers in real life on this track?
Yeah, they are currently building safer barriers in real life.
Now that's going to be interesting because it's going to shorten the track up just a little bit, unless they take some of the grass out the bottom. Now, what they're going to do, line it up that way. But yeah, you can see here that obviously when they rescanned this place or scanned it, it's still in the old configuration of what it was back in the good old days of NASCAR, where the drivers weren't soft.
Well, it's configured to look like 1987. I mean, you can just see the 1987 look to this place.
Well, true, but it. Oh, who's that come across the track? Yellow flag out. That's Eric Arnold. He caught one of the top runners too. What happened to him back here in the back? He's in the voodoo machine, and obviously somebody must have punched his voodoo doll because already got a problem coming out of the turn 4 there, and he comes car tries to slide. Hits the Pate's car.
Yeah, caught Mike Tesla and Jose Gonzalez.
Bad. But yeah, well, you talk about, like, say, when they scanned the place. I mean, this place is how it was when they stopped racing here. So there was no safer barriers. There was nothing like that. You could see that the inside wall, outside wall, it's all walls. Obviously, it's still got the Winston Cup, which I'm surprised they let them even keep that on there. Well, it says NASCAR Cup. It was the Winston Cup back in the day. Lord help us if we offend anybody that doesn't like smoking but yet likes getting drunk off alcohol. One as bad as the other, so yeah.
It ain't even a wall on the inside, it's a guardrail.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering if they're gonna take that up in real life, or are they gonna put a wall there?
I'd say they're gonna put a wall there.
Yeah, I haven't really kept up with the redesign that they're gonna do. I mean, obviously I'll probably see it when I see the highlights of the All-Star race that's what they're gonna do next. Is the All.
And the trucks.
Yeah, I think they might do trucks. Now, the trucks actually would be pretty cool here. I think they need to bring the duels here, or what's the race they do? The Clash. Bring it here. Get it away from that LA Coliseum. Money grab.
It'd be snow in February, in like early January, Joe.
Last time you seen snow, man, in NC.
Well, there's a good possibility. It'd be like 20
Bring the
degrees.
snow tires out, man. Hey, look, we got rain. Might as well. Everybody's wanting rain. Get a plow in the front of the car. And some snow chains on the slicks. And there you go.
I mean, that would be a pretty interesting.
Would be interesting, wouldn't it?
It'd be cold, but.
Well, they're always complaining they're hot in the car, so they wouldn't have to worry about that, you know. Oh man, imagine them out there with snow plows on the front of the car, chains on them. Oh lordy. We got David Comstock still here, caution one here tonight, and already one I can tell looks like these guys are having trouble coming out of turn 4. Kind of almost like kind of like what a Dover is, that thing just wants to just kind of loop right out from under them. Not sure what the setup here at this track with these. Being a short track, though, they wouldn't have the low downforce package here, and they would actually have the more horsepower, so it'd be unplated.
Well, yeah.
So it's definitely a lot different than what they were used to last week when we were at Las Vegas. They had the low downforce, less horsepower, and now they got no downforce, and they got all the horsepower in the world. So maybe that's they're stepping on the throttle too hard.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is, it's a old surface that's going to chew up the tires a whole lot quicker than a newer paved track would.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Tyler Dalton hanging on here in the 6th. We're right along with him. Pretty smooth so far. It's going to be one of these hard to pass style tracks. You're stuck on the outside.
Yeah, there's a good possibility we see a couple bump and runs too here.
That's a Bessie back in 10th place spot. Go. Oh, what car, man? What's going on? Dylan Hastings had to chase that thing down the track. Oh, right there behind him. Is that Evan DeBrown? But what's the one up there on this? Waverly. Caution out.
They've been at the back.
That's Jose Gonzalez. Oh, Speedy out here. He's back out here. Haven't seen him in a while. That's what Jose looked like. He just had to check up and then looped around.
Really? That's a caution.
Who knows, man, what they're going to throw caution. Smash on this car. Hopefully don't get smashed.
Well, it's got like the Burger King logo, but it says Smash. I guess it's a different burger place or something.
Cartoon car beside him. I always like these paint jobs. Awesome. But I was looking at Richard Swavely. It says Meeps. Meeps. World's #1 lure. Oh, okay. It's a fishing thing. That's why.
Picture of a fish. Not sure what kind of fish. I'm not a fish expert, but oh, and here he comes to the pit road. And we take her.
Ah. Pedro Mejica second, but David Comstock still in control of this thing. No takers on pit road. I kind of figure they're not going to be.
Yeah, not this early. Not yet.
Now, what's up, Greg? How you doing? Angela, Gabriel, and Tego. Is that who you're pulling for? I don't see anybody out here with that name. Maybe somebody else out here? Or he's trying to tell somebody. I guess you're pulling for Charles Woods? Back here in 10th. Nice looking car he's got too. Purple. Brown Royal. See, I told you, we were talking about it earlier.
And
We don't want to offend anybody that smokes cigarettes or car, but or actually we don't want to offend anybody, man, out there that wants to get drunk and wreck cars. But hey, yeah.
Look at this. We got a battle for second. Mike Kelly up top of Pedro here. He a little loose.
And I think that's about the only thing you can do is you're going to have to be aggressive on the start in order to get that outside lane. If not, that inside lane is going to be dominant. You're just going to fall off the pace. I mean, Kelly's trying, but boy, that car's all kinds out of shape.
Wall there.
Woo. Uh-oh, wrecking in the back. Dylan Hastings. Gear wrench car. He's just going to sit there good. He choked.
Good job, Dylan.
Caution. Everybody single file up front. Got to go back here to around about the 10th, 9th, 10th place spots. You got Motesi, Donaldson. They're going to battle it out side by side. Look at this, almost 3 wide going on behind him. We're, was that D. Brown? Kyle Araska? That name before. Personal Comfort Winter Cup Series here tonight. Scott Stencil. Man, it owns it. This battle back here, man, around 13th place spot. They're still getting it. Yeah,
they're really going at it here.
Voodoo cars back up there to Brown.
Oh,
and Taraska's around. In the wall hard.
Guardrail, but
everybody's having trouble out of 4.
That was
back up on the track. Watch, it's gonna cause call.
Here comes our caution here, Jeff. Wait.
He's gonna just sit there
it is.
And wait for the caution. Really?
Well, and they're wrecking again. I do believe that was
Scott Stencil probably trying to stop, but that right there, now, we don't like that.
What?
I knew what he was going to. He backed the backing up and trying to turn around. Okay, I get. But guys, don't back up and just sit on the track. That was a purposely built out. Oh, got Schnitzel tried to blow up and got bumped in the back. But yeah, that right there. Nah.
Well, it sounded like Kyle couldn't get the car to go into gear or whatever.
What's the caution over under? Well, I said 2, but I think we're on caution number 3. Actually, the ticker's off now because I had to reset it, but I think we're on caution number 3. But that caution right there should have not been, well, it could have been flown if he would have tried to go around, and I would have seen that a lot better. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call that one out any day of the week to anybody, because you just don't do that. That is, you don't sit on the track. That was a manipulated call. I'll say it like that. Obviously, the admins they'll deal with it. You know what I mean? They'll deal with it.
Well, it sounded like he couldn't get it into gear, so.
Okay, so he backed up on his own in gear, but he couldn't get it into gear. Yeah, okay.
He couldn't get into forward gear. Well, I'll give him the benefit
Well,
of
all right,
the
we'll go. Yeah, we'll give him the benefit, like I say, and we'll let the admins deal with it. But the way we see it, you backed up and sit there. You know what I mean? So, anyways, caution out. I think it's number 3. Now, Corey said 5. I said 2. Got Logan. And just some tracks, man, are just tough. I mean, right now you see the track right here. It is tough. I mean, it's not an easy place to get around. By no means. All right, David Comstock kind of enjoying what we're seeing. Liking it anyways.
Yeah, and looks like this time he'll pick the bottom for the restart.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Put my up on the top, but you know, then Mike Kelly's going to get that. Mike Kelly probably appreciates it behind him.
You know what? If Mojica can get a good start here, might not be a bad idea for Mojica up top.
Yeah, but here's the bad thing: if he stays up our battling any with Comstock, that opens the door for Kelly. Well, that's a good jump right there. Kelly, if he can just get, he couldn't get the nose under him. Could have got the nose under him, that'd been in, but that was a good move by Mojica to get down. Steve Ritter right there sitting in the fourth place spot. Was Chad Coleman, Tyler Dalton battling back and forth.
And they single it up there a little bit. Dalton's going to go up to the top side here.
I would stay low.
And he's going to go for it.
We're going to open that door up for Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman.
Yep. Thought he was there for me. Right behind him, you got Glacier, Donaldson, Benfield, and a car up there trying to ride the wall. That's Higman. What he's doing. Trying to do his best in best aim. Oh, he's trying to go in the pits.
Well,
I gotta give him credit. At least he stayed up there on the wall.
You're all Chastain and that's
on the wall, yeah. Back in this battle around 8th place spot here, we got Coleman, Glacier, Jimmy Coleman battling it. Eric Arnold's right there behind him. These little cluster of battles back here.
Glacier did make the pass on Coleman there.
Little bump in the back, Donaldson. Bump and run. But I think old Mohican could get close enough. We'll have to see that tonight.
Mike Matesi up here again, going under Chad Coleman.
Yeah, it is. There, that's machine. Coleman has just not been able to do well on that top side. He got stuck up there. Don't want to step her too long because that's going to leave the door open on the inside for Glacier. Muscled his way back in front of him.
Well, he's able to hang the momentum off of the corner, and we're to the point where tires have worn in pretty decently, even with 3 yellows.
And that, now that you brought, that's a good point.
Yeah,
That's a good point to bring up too. Is tires wear out? Will the middle lane be a better place to be? I mean, which normally we see the inside lanes on small tracks. These guys, they stick to it. But hey, that middle lane, with these new Cup cars, a lot different racing than what it was with the older style cars. That Voodoo machine, he backed up our again by the wrecked earlier.
yeah.
Back up to 10. Right behind him, you got DeBrown and Coleman. Right behind him, Josh Williams. A wreck in the back. That is Ron Hollifield.
We got, yeah, he's a turtle.
Oh, he's a turtle? All right. How he flips this. By himself. Oh, car in front of him got into the meats.
Oh,
Got to slow up. And then sideways. And he hit a speed bump in the middle of the track, folks. He just fell over. A dead turtle. I mean, that thing turtled. It just went doop doop.
It's like a giant out there was playing with toy cars and flipped it over.
What it looked like, yeah. Fell over. It got tired. His car got tired. That's Old North Wilkesboro here tonight. Personal Comfort Winter Cup Series. What, race number 4?
Yeah, race number 4.
And it's all been Mojica show so far this season. He's won all 3. He's just going to win them all.
Well, he's trying to win one more before we take a break next week.
Yeah, that would be impressive. It would be a heck of a Christmas present. One more. You're going to have to handicap him, tell him he can't qualify anymore.
We're going to have to put him at the back of the field every week.
Get a bounty on him out there and tell some of these other guys, step up. Money out there. But y'all know David Comstock could get it done here tonight.
If Comstock can just stay out front, keep control. The thing is, I don't know about pit stops. I know we had a few of them go in this time.
Well, with these cautions these cautions with that 100% fuel, I wouldn't take it. I'm gonna say it, but I don't think anybody's gonna do it. I wouldn't put it past somebody to try to go all the way, but I think the tire wear is gonna be too much. Obviously, with the cautions, it's not gonna be bad. I'd like to see what Joe Hudson and those guys do now, since they're on new tires. Kind of see what the new tires, how fast they are, and is track position more important? I mean, because even though they might be faster in the back, getting through the field might be a hard time. And then by that time, if it takes you, 30, 40, 50 laps to get up front, you're just going to run out of time by the time the race is over.
I'd say if you need to pit, the next yellow would be the time to do it.
Yeah, because they definitely could go 80, 90 laps. 100 laps here. I don't see any of the guys who pitted in the back coming in anymore.
Green.
Unless just maybe a caution late around my lap, maybe 100 or not. Go back green. Mojica. Yeah, I might kill a guy on his inside that time.
Oh, Mojica, a little bit of wall contact.
Yeah, now he's in trouble.
Yeah, if he can't get a hole here. He might get a hole. Not quite yet. He has it, but he's not taking it yet. Now he'll take it.
Wants to be sure. He did get it there. Meanwhile, you got Dalton and Coleman, but We lost 2 spots, and that's how easy it is to lose spots here on this track. It's just so tough to pass. You're just not going to really see anybody come through this field. So I think track position is going to be. That's where you got to think about with that. Up in Gonzalez, not in the night back that he wants. Somebody's out here smacking him around. Happened to him here. Did the McDonald's car get up there at him?
The 2 McBurger joints.
Oh, he just lost it coming out of the turn. Smashed it. He didn't have a problem getting his in gear.
Oh, probably already had it in gear.
Quicker than the other guy.
Oh, what's this? Is he coming up to hit a McDookie car here? Or is he just getting back in where he should be at? I think he's getting back where he should be at. I thought we were going to see.
He lost it. Nobody touched him. Nobody touched him in the back. The thing just came out under him. We've seen it all night long coming out of turn 4. Grins are just coming out under him. And you know, the only way to combat that is get on the throttle a lot easier and a lot later coming off the turn. That just tells you these guys are actually stepping on that gas a little bit too hard. Maybe they're pushing. Yeah, the bad setup is push going in, tight going in, loose coming off. That's just a recipe for disaster. Still no taking. And this is I think this is a good move pit wise. I mean, David Comstock does not want to give up track position. I've already seen it. Fall asleep.
Yeah, I had a cough attack.
I have to pray for you. Better. Are you ready for Christmas out there? Ready for Christmas? Good
No.
thing, got you Christmas. Bought a new set of wheels and made you slower.
Pedals.
Pedals, I mean.
Oh, I
nice
think
set of
our-
pedals though.
I think our burger car here, Gonzalez, got put down a lap while under pit road.
Oh yeah, and you will, because I mean you got 23 second. You went 23 second pit stop damage. But I mean, even if you're not, you're talking about 14 second pit stops. I mean, they're running what? Best laps are 18, 19, around probably 20 second lap times around this place. Definitely gonna go, if you do a green flag stop, you're going a lap down. Now here's where Mojica might be able to get a couple of his positions back. But this is smart by David Comstock to put Mojica up top, I think.
Well, Mojica don't have lane choice. It's only the leader that has.
Right. And David here is probably thinking I can put Mojica up top and catch him up there, and he has to battle those cars back there. But get down right here.
Actually, Mike Kelly, a little bit of door-to-door contact there. If Mike can hold his own. Ooh, little bumper.
I like it. Short track racing. Get up there, man. Put a little rubbing fenders. Trade some paint.
Oh, we got a wreck at the back. Oh, my.
It's Charles Woods. See what happened to old Charles. Yep, sitting in the Crown Royal car. Told you, drinking and driving. See what happened to him. Oh, the pro system got up there, and then I don't know what happened to the 42. He just lost in front of him. Next thing you know, it's a parking lot.
Well, the 42 has.
And look at the Meeks car.
for the
That Meeks car just said,
22,
I'm
yeah.
just stop right here and hope nobody hits me.
Oh, my.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah, that 42 machine, who's in the 42? Scott Stencil, he just had to. It was crazy because it looks like his car just all of a sudden just bumped and went around. You know,
He had to check up for the 22. That's
virtually here I'm starting to think, is there a problem in turn 4? Because we saw that one car just fall over. They're maybe one
No,
of those virtual
That was in turn 2.
poles.
Upside down.
Personal comfort man out there. Looking for some good stuff, man. Check out Personal Comfort.
A good
Wow.
bed.
Right. Awesome, dude. Mattress.
Do you need a new mattress, Joe?
You see that bump right there he just hit, though? That's what I'm talking about. There's like a huge bump out of 4. He slapped that thing.
No, he hit the 22.
I'm talking about he just came in the pits, right?
Well, yeah, there's a little.
Yeah, he hit that thing. It jumped the whole car. The whole car jumped.
Yeah,
So I'm wondering if those
because-
guys on the inside are hitting that bump. They're like right here, 45, man. It's just pumping.
Yeah,
That
probably
might be
because
so-
his suspension is
A-
all out of whack. And
Yeah.
did you look at the toe in on the car? I mean,
Man, I think there's something up with that turn 4. We've seen a lot of things happening.
oh
Like
boy.
you know how like the virtual things. Sometimes it might be like walls. You know, if
Yeah.
Wilkesboro built something and they didn't tell them.
Well, I mean, you know, the track goes like up a hill, going into turn 1 and back down the hill in turn 2 and goes up the hill or something. I don't really know the whole concept, but it goes up and down a hill. It's like a roller coaster.
I'm curious to see how the repave went at Rockingham and how much they probably took the characteristics of that track out, because you know that track right there is bumpy in itself. But with a repave, guarantee it's going to be smooth now, and it's just going to be like any other one. We're even riding along here with Colin. And in 3 and 4, just at the speed he's going, you can see that front end just bouncing. I can imagine what it is his speed. When it 1 and 2 looks pretty smooth. That 3 and 4, man, that thing's just like. Yeah, don't look too bad. 3 and 4, car goes to ground, man. Just at this speed, front end's a hopping. Imagine that rear end's hopping. Right
Well, it
here,
goes up
going
and down
into
a hill.
1 and 3 right here. Sit. What's up? Right there. Boom, boom. I can imagine the speed. We'll ride with him on the restart. Off green flag. Move. Bad. Off turn 1 and 2. Well, there's turn 3. Days already. Bumping. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, look at that thing. Darn.
Well, we
Have you
go up the hill, then down the hill.
Up on the throttle too hard with that thing. It's probably going to kick it out. And you're right. You talk about too. I don't see these cars run too much at this track, and this suspension on this car is a lot stiffer. It's more of a road race suspension, you know. So it's going to affect those bumps a lot.
Well, while David's out front, they are really duking out back here about 7 8 spot. They are really going at it. The Voodoo car momentum up top. He's going to try to go for Tyler Dalton here.
Oh, he had earlier, remember? He got turned around. Now he ran up on the back of the 18 machine there of Glacier.
Got it wrecked.
Oh, caution. Kyle going off track. Kane. Richard in the back again. Navy machine.
Back stretch, so get back there.
Oh, yeah. Tabasco around and then, Jose gets hit. Crown Royal machine gets hit. See what happens, right? Right there. That helped. 3 wide. That's not gonna work. Yeah, he got sent.
Into the McDonald's car there. Wow. burger. I could go for a cheeseburger, I guess.
What? I had steak sandwich.
Hey, what?
Steak, like,
Ah.
you know, the chopped up steak hoagie sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right. So Mahika, we went in pits.
Ooh.
All right. Gonna come back out in 13th spot. So let's see. Comstock still has not come in pit. Now here's the thing. At some point, that old saying, you made your bed, you gotta lay in it. At some point, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be coming up here soon. If he does not pit, he's gonna have to say, you know what, I'm gonna just have to stay out. Because he'll never make it back to the front. He'll run out of time. And I'm gonna say if he waits until like lap 90 or 100, that's just not enough time to get back to the front. I mean, we're gonna see what Mahika does back here in 13th, but we've not even seen any of the other guys with tires come through the field. I mean, these cautions are really slowing down. They've helped a little. Eric Arnold there in 5th, but we've not seen the tires be beneficial. Track position has been key. And with these cautions, he could possibly make it all the way with tire wear and fuel. Green white checkers might be something, but cautions are helping him. It may let me know how long they can go on 100% fuel around. How big is this truck? A half mile, ain't it?
No, it's 0.63 miles.
A little over half. So, I know they can go a long, long way around Bristol. Sometimes, what, 200 laps?
Yeah.
So, they got to be every bit as going 150, maybe 150, 170 laps at this point.
Green flag, green flag.
You know? On fuel. It's the tires that I'd look at. But there again, if you're getting a jump out there in these cautions, I mean, you see it right here. Look, Eric Arnold just cannot get through the field. I mean, Mahika's back there in 11th. He's going to get stuck behind these cars. Even though you got those new tires, you just can't go anywhere here. You're just going to run out of time if it goes a long green flag run.
Yeah, and the thing is, Mahika has to be careful getting up through these cars that don't have the tires, because if he catches them in a weird spot, puts them in a weird position, they might loop it on him.
Right, and I mean, you see him back there in 11th trying to do what he can do, and I mean, I know he's going to try to pick them off one by one, but again, you're right, he's being careful. Don't want to put himself in a bad position. Another caution out here, Jeff Ryan, what happened to him, but these cautions at this point, I think, is helping out David Comstock and the guys up front more than any. But again, I take it at some point, you see Jeff Ryan just looping coming off turn.
Oh, he got hit by Richard Creighton.
Austin coming out of turn. Go, but yeah, at this point, David Comstock, I'm gonna say, unless he comes in the pits, I'm gonna say run her out now or within the next 5 or 6 laps. There you see Steve Ritter, Tyler Dalton coming in. Just Mike Kelly and Comstock, there are only 2 left that pitted. So at some point, they're pretty much just going to stay out. And you know what? This is not the only time I've seen this here in the Sim500. I've seen guys do this strategy at many other tracks before. I didn't think that they could go the whole entire distance, and lo and behold, whole entire distance. You need some luck, and you need some things to go your way. And tonight, and right now, these cautions are going Comstock's way, especially on this track. So definitely get some personal comfort here with this Winter Cup Series. Good race so far.
Yeah.
You just have some tracks that are just tough tracks. Oh, North Wilkesboro, Gateway, that's another one. Phoenix is always treacherous. No matter who races on them, sometimes they're just bad tracks. Nothing you can do. But again, Comstock right now, it's benefiting him. We'll have to see if it benefits Kelly, because now he's going to have Arnold, who pitted back at lap 44. Thing about that is, Eric Arnold, those tires are going to start falling off too. So at some point, tires start evening out again. But remember, that's the Voodoo car. He spun earlier in the race. Somebody pulling his back or something.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Comstock can make it all the way.
I think he can. It's a matter of when and where the cautions fall and if Mahika can get up there.
Right. Well, Arnold right now is the closest one with newer tires. You've got Williams, Sigmund, and Roth. They all pitted at 44 and 47. The nearest one will be Mike Matesi, Waverly at 52, 59, and then Mahika, like I said, back there at 9th, pitted at lap 68 and 60. But they've got a little bit further to go to get through the field. You know, what Comstock wants to happen here is Kelly to hold these guys up behind him so he can get good starts and get out front. Not, you know, right there's a huge... It's about the best restart you can get.
Yeah, that's the advantage he's trying to take.
And then they want to see Josh Williams and Arnold battle. That's another thing. They want to see Williams get up here and tangle a little bit with Arnold, keep him off of the back end. And Kelly is oh man. Arnold right there slipping and another car by.
Mahika up in the wall, and we got more carnage.
Yeah, David Brown.
Oh boy.
Brown lost it, came down in the Meeks car. Mahika went high to avoid it. From there, carnage.
And Mahika just came up into Wesley Donaldson there, and wow, hard contact with that outside retaining wall. That might. It's gonna hurt Mahika's night.
They might not get that 4 in a row. They got a little damage. That's one thing about this track. You can get a little bit of damage and be okay. But again, track position. I go back on that. Crucial here. You got Josh Williams who pitted earlier. He's coming back.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about the body damage on Mahika. I'm more concerned if it got into like the steering or the rear tail light or whatever. We'll see if he.
Mahika's on pit road.
Gonna fix a little bit under this, but if he's got suspension damage or whatever, that's pretty well done.
Good getting beat in. And again, another thing is it's going to mar him back in traffic so much that his 4 in a row hopes tonight, I think, is pretty done. He'd need a miracle, and like miracle, I mean pretty much about most of the field wiping them out.
Which it could do.
Could, yeah, man, it could happen.
There's
all right.
20 cars in lead laps.
We've seen crazier things, you know.
You're gonna see him pop in and out of pit road here.
Yeah. Got Comstock, Ellie, Arnold, top 3. Again, like I said, you know what Kelly and Comstock want to see is Arnold and Sigmund back there. Doug Roth and those guys just kind of race each other hard. And reason being is because it'll keep them off of them, and plus it uses their tires up. You know, the tires that they've got, a little bit newer. Because at this point, I don't see Comstock or Kelly coming in. Cautions have slowed it down enough to where, obviously fuel, and I think the tires are not as bad off here. Now, sure, if we go green from this point on, yeah, they'll feel those tires by the time they get to lap 150. But I don't think we're done with caution. I don't think we're done with caution.
No, I'd say we are far from it.
Yeah.
See David, he'll put Mike Kelly back on the inside, try to pull it off the inside row. If Mike can get a good start on David,
Yeah.
that
And
would
that's
be
one thing David don't want to see is he doesn't want to battle with Kelly. He doesn't want to, because the more they battle, those guys with the newer tires get up there on their back bumper and chew them up.
Green, green, green.
Mike,
Those two, I wonder if they're teammates, because they're getting an awful good jump on the field.
earlier Mike had a run on David, but wasn't able to capitalize on him. So
I'm
I'd
looking
say
out here. I see Kelly in one. Guess not. No. I was wondering the way they're getting that jump off of each other. I was figuring maybe they were, but back here, Eric Arnold, you could just see those newer tires not working like they should. But look back here, man, around about the 7th place spot, they're still doing.
yes, they are. You got Steve Ritter up top. Oh, we got a lap car problem up at the front here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, that
on.
helped Eric Arnold. But Kelly. Now we'll see if Arnold can get up here. And, you know, the cautions have helped Comstock, but I don't think a long green flag run's going to help Comstock.
Yeah, if this thing goes green, then we got a caution.
Hey, man. Bentley. What happened to Bentley? Placer. And inside. Alien Symbols. I was playing drums on him. Oh, no. The Brown got in the car behind him. That car got him into him.
Oh,
Turn him.
that
Effect,
was
man.
hard lick for Bentley there. That
Kelly's on pit road, so I guess he figured since now he lost a spot, he might as well. David Comstock said, and as long as Comstock's leading this thing, you're not going to see him come on pit road. There's no way I'm giving the lead up. Not at this point.
Yeah, he's pretty well sealed his fate. He's got to stay. I know there's only like 17 or so cars on the lead lap, but
Yeah.
you got to stay out at this rate.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, about at this point. What's up out there, Rickman? And racing, he says, bad luck. Yeah, sometimes, man, you just wrong place, wrong time, and bad luck happens.
Yeah, I'd say
Ask Corey. He's in the wrong place all the time.
I'll cough and give you COVID through this microphone.
More than 6 feet from you. That's what they say. I'm not 5 foot 11 from you. Can't jump past that. For the MEEPS Toyota. What is MEEPS? What is that? You gotta tell me what the MEEPS stands for. MEEPS. Like the only MEEPS I'm thinking of is the Muppet Show. Muppet guy. MEEPS. Remember that, Corey?
Not now.
You didn't watch the Muppets, man. You're a little bit too.
I didn't really like the Muppets.
What? What you in?
I never
like
did.
Kermit, man.
No, I never couldn't enjoy the Muppets. I like Sesame Street,
Cookie
but
Monster guy.
I did like Sesame Street, so
Monster.
yeah, I grew up to be a Cookie Monster.
Well, yeah, that too. I like some oatmeal.
It's very
The
bad.
Meeps is the guy. He kind of funny because he's kind of how he talks. Look him up. Look up the Muppets Meep. You'll see what I'm talking about. That's what it reminds me of. It might be something else though. Hey, anyways, going back green. Now we're going to see what Arnold can do. He's got those newer set of tires. Right now they're about 40 laps older, but a lot newer than what Comstock. The good thing about Comstock is he gets to jump on the start. He'd love Motesi to get up there and battle a little bit with old Arnold, slow him up some.
Yeah, that just isn't going to quite happen quite yet.
Now, get a battle behind him. Coleman, Tarasca back up there. Remember, he got caught up in a huge spin early.
Yeah, he spun out. He got a couple of wrecks in him. He's up here now and battling.
Got DeBrown. Oh, DeBrown's gonna see if he can't go in there 3 wide. That was a risky move. Wow.
Yeah, Joe Hudson, 22, he washed all the way up the track. That
Yeah, he did.
could have been dangerous.
Remember Mike Kelly earlier in the race? He's got the newest tires out here, lap 91. Trying to see if he can't slice and dice his way through the field. He's got them lined up single file. That's what he wants. He wants them single file so he can take them one by one.
Mahika just back there in 16th. He's not making progress back up after his wreck.
Absolutely, Kelly's there with him. Ritter.
We don't have too many cars left out on the track. I'm looking here. And there's like
No.
15 on the lead lap. There's like 20 of them left on the track.
Yeah. What is it? 18? 18 on lead lap?
18 on the lead lap, yeah.
Got Williams there in 7th. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Pedro
wow.
went off track. What happened to him? Oh, a car in front of him. So he had to dodge him. Pedro went off track, but then it was Wesley Donaldson who actually wrecked. We'll see what happened to him. Guys are having a hard time coming off. In a little bit of the there. But yeah, he's just losing it coming out. And then the Crown Royal car's going, man, we're having hard enough time out here driving. No help. All this is doing is helping David Comstock. I mean, these cautions are definitely helping David.
That might have ended the day for both our adult beverage car and Wesley's car.
Yeah. When he gets back on pit road, probably saying damage taken care of. He could actually come out of here with a good one. And look at old Brian Wortman. I talk about that guy. He's in the cartoon machine. He has avoided everything out there. I got to give a shout out to him because, man, I sometimes I enjoy talking about this guy. He's a longtime veteran of the Sim500. Been here pretty much from the beginning, which is years back. He comes out here. He just races because he loves the race. I mean, he comes out here. He rides, and he understands sometimes I'm not the most competitive out here, but I'm out here to have fun. He's a good-hearted guy. He's got a great backstory to him. Read it out on Facebook how he actually is he works for Morgan Shepherd Racing, how he got his start in NASCAR and all, and just all around good guy. I've talked to him. Just comes out here to genuinely have fun. If he has a good day, great. And right now he's having a really good day because why? He avoided pretty much all the disaster on the track so far.
Is he having a yabba dabba dabba doo time?
He's having a yabba dabba doo, yeah. Fruity Pebble Day. A good old Brian Wortman, I tell you, it's like I say, it's just one of them feel-good style stories to talk about him, and good to see him still out here. I know he got sick there for a little while. Had a stroke or something. Battled back from it. So much he's battled back from, and comes out here to have fun. Good to hear him having a good day, and now that we've talked about him, hoping that we don't jinx him and he has a bad day now. He does, it's Corey's fault.
Well, I see who we're pointing fingers at.
Yeah. Voodoo Machine and the Monster Machine. That don't fix. Monster and Voodoo.
Well,
Comstock and Arnold.
Yeah, Comstock is taking the top again. I'm afraid if Eric can get a good jump here, That's gonna backfire on Comstock.
I don't know if those tires have fallen off.
All right, Comstock, good jump once again.
And there's what he wants to see. Coleman get up there and battle with him. Coleman's been up there too, old Chad. Count him out. He pitted at lap 68, so he's far been up here, but then right behind him, Mike Motesi have been around about this 7th place spot. These guys are all jumbled up. Whew. Saw Arnold lose it coming out of the turn there a little bit. This is definitely what Comstock wants to see. These guys back here just get in a bunch and beat each other's fenders off. And here's DeBrown. Well, that guy, whew. You know, it's funny. Every time Mojica has won, he's mentioned Kevin DeBrown. Because DeBrown...
They say...
Hey.
That was Joshua Williams. And
pop up one.
It was a faint wreck.
Oh, it wasn't a little faint thing. We talk about Kevin DeBrown. Mojica has brought his name up a lot because Mojica has said, you know, Brown has probably been up there every race, but has got caught up into something every race, and probably should have already won maybe 1 or 2 races, but it's just been bad luck. Right now, he's running pretty good. They're in 4th place. Look at Comstock. That's impressive. 111 lap old tires. Ullman pitted on lap 68 with 4 new tires. It just shows you that the tires sometimes on certain tracks are not the most important thing. Track position.
Yeah, and I mean, it's impressive how big of a gap he's got on there. He got a lot of that from the good jump. Kevin Brown around
Motesi. Yep, Mike Motesi. That started with Motesi. They got together. Brown went around. And we were just talking about Kevin DeBrown, how good he's been doing. And there you go. It's just like every time you turn around, disaster has found its way towards him. And that pushes him back to 12th. I mean, he's not out of it, but he's back in 12th.
Yeah, if you're Kevin, you might come in for the pit.
Comstock. I mean, these cautions, he's going, guys, I don't mind them because he's got enough fuel to go the entire distance. The tires are what I'm looking at.
Well, I mean,
cautions are helping the tires.
Yeah, the cautions are helping out Comstock, but now he's got Chad Coleman. Depends on where Comstock decides to take.
Right.
It could put Coleman into a good position.
He's going to need a jump on Coleman. If Coleman's able to stay with him with those newer tires of Coleman, I'm with you on that. He could probably pick Comstock up on the top, and then here comes Arnold and Kelly and everybody, and that'd be the worst case scenario for Comstock.
So Coleman just needs to get one good start here. Comstock just needs to try to get the jump like he's gotten every other time.
And he's not spun the tires either. That's another impressive thing.
Yeah, I don't know if he's like starting in third gear or...
Well, yeah, that would be... I probably would.
If you're able to get a good jump in third gear, I would do it.
Stay, yeah.
But if he's thrown in the second gear, that's all more impressive.
You know what the wild thing is, they changed these cars, the NextGen car. You can see that diffuser on the back of these cars, which is more of a road racing style thing. NASCAR's implemented it. I mean, because basically these cars were designed alongside of the GT3 style car. The design of the NextGen was this. Go to the inside. Yeah, if you go back on the design of these cars, it's really close to what a GT3 style car. That's kind of what NASCAR wanted to do, make it more of a road race style, more of a, and the GT3 car is more of a rigid style car too. That's why you don't see this car come apart But then again, there's been that concussion talk in real life. And if you know anything a little bit about physics, if these guys hit something, you want something to absorb that impact. Well, these cars do not absorb impact very well. A lot of that transfers right into the body of the driver. But we're seeing a lot of concussions in the cars. Those are the older ones, and Coleman got a pretty good jump that time, but problem is, here comes Arnold on the inside.
Yeah, Comstock decided to take the
caution.
Not caution, man. Not sure what for.
Richard, there's Richard game, but back here by himself. I hope he didn't. Maybe machine, somebody. Oh, there's the Meats car. He's still out there. Really? And he's just gonna stop on the main track and then just.
Okay. Alrighty.
I think he spun his tires coming around that turn.
Well, Comstock probably isn't too upset because we're going to burn a couple more laps under yellow.
True. I mean, now where he doesn't want this to go any further is green, white, checker. He wants to get this thing with 5 to go and then just end it out. You know, I mean, he doesn't want.
He wants it to end under regulation.
Yeah, he doesn't want a bunch of green, white checkers. Then at that point, yeah, then he's getting into the danger zone. Right now, he don't mind it, but he's like, look, okay, we can stop the cautions at around 8 to go here and just take it on out. Then again, admins could say go single file eventually, but there's no admins in this series. I like how they police these guys. They pretty much put it in the hands of the driver who say it was their fault on the, and I'm going to say that they still have this rule, that their fault and that they want to wreck. If they wreck, they caused it. And if they do, they get the EOL. But if they don't, then after the race, they go and review it. And then it could be a lot of points, suspensions, and stuff like that involved if they find that, hey, look, you were involved, you just call it out. Kind of like that ruling because it has worked here in this one. Instead of having just one guy up there all the time trying to figure out whether or not who's at fault during the race. It's worked throughout the year. Now, I don't know if they've tweaked it since or not, but who knows? Coleman's sitting here, man, chomping at the bit going, can I get another shot at him? What do I got to do to get up there? Line them up side by side. You have another coughing spell, man?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I told him to go to the doctor, y'all. He won't listen.
I did. They gave me a pill.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Good. I think they gave you the same one I did. They got rid of the cold. Green flag, and Comstock gets that awesome jump. That's what he needs to do every time. And this is what he wants to see. Arnold get up there with Coleman. Coleman is there on his back bumper, though.
Coleman.
Kelly's back there, too.
On the high side here.
Kelly.
Yeah, Mike Kelly, one of the newer tires. He's on the outside of Arnold right now. See if he can't make the pass. If Coleman gets clear,
Roth and Kelly are actually on the two newest tires. Kelly's pitted at lap 91. Roth pitted at 91. So they're on the Tarasca at 102. So. But what I was telling you before here, Corey, they're marred in traffic. Even Tarasca with them awesome newer tires. So far back, he's just going to run out of time getting through this field, getting up there to him.
Kelly might have the best shot here if he can make quick work of Coleman, but these laps, they wind down quickly as we run about 19-second lap times around here. Old Kelly a little loose.
Yeah. I think the best ones, you know, like you said, it's Kelly, Roth, and Taraska. But you can even see Taraska back there. Just can't do anything in 6. I mean, it takes so many laps to get around the car. It takes I'd say at least 3 to 4 laps to get around a car. That's at least. You're just going to run out of time. Like you said, the laps wind off so quick. And you know, Coleman's just not even gaining any ground on a Comstock.
Well, you look at their lap times, they're all very, very
Yeah, look at that.
low.
It was what? 19s. One was a 4, 8, and a 5, and a 5. Eric Arnold was the slowest one at 15. I mean, but that's the top 3. Top 4. A 19.0, 19.04, 08, 01. I mean, you're going to need tenths here. Hundreds like that are not going to get it done. I mean, even Taraska at a 19.09, he's just not getting it. So that's impressive, Comstock, what he's done. I mean, 130 lap old tires, and he's still running as fast, if not faster, than the guys out there on new tires.
Well, a couple laps ago, he hit an 18.9.
Wow.
So, and his
That's an
best lap
impressive
was an
statement.
18.8. So he's still 2 tenths off of what his best lap was in the race so far.
That's
Got the
impressive.
McDonald's car here. He's gonna go way up the track. This
Yeah.
might affect the Coleman here. His
I
line
got
was-
around him, he wrecked him, but there you go. Got around him, but able to close him up. 18 to go. Personal Comfort Winter Cup Series here for the Sim500. Been a good solid race, and then here's where I was talking about earlier, is if this thing goes green on out, I mean, maybe Comstock would be like, okay, we can see one more caution here. But I probably don't want to see one with about 10 to go or 8 to go. As Coleman looks like he's able to climb up there just a little bit. Kelly right there with him. Williams. Nebraska's just falling off the pace. Coleman. He would like to see Kelly get up there. Who's that? There's a lap car in between them, ain't it? Oh, that's Mike Kelly. 45. Oh, Williams. Here's what old Comstock wants to see, the battle for second. You want to see them two guys battle back there. Oh, the 45 machine of Williams almost lost
and
it.
the McDookie car got hit. Wow.
Caution. Oh, yeah. Williams got loose, got up there, got a piece of.
Overcorrected and
Wow.
whack into the McDonald's.
Yeah. Well, now this is. I'm going to say this right here. You know, Comstock's going, okay, cool. Problem is, now he's got Kelly on those awesome new tires. Kelly got around Coleman. Where do you put him? Up top, down low? I put him up top. That's where I do. Because that way, hopefully, Coleman gets a good jump and gets up underneath him and lets me get away.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Comstock might be in trouble here.
Yeah,
That
that's why I think you still put him up top, but it's going to be, I'm with you, it's going to be close because Kelly's got those newer tires. We'll see. He's hoping that Coleman gets up there and battles. He gets that's his saving grace right there. Comstock has led every lap tonight. Can he go flag to flag? That's another impressive feat, you know?
Yeah, that would be pretty impressive.
Got Comstock, Kelly, Coleman.
Not gonna have a whole lot of laps here.
Nope.
We're coming
He'll
to
go by.
9 to
Go
go.
back. Lights off? Nope. Probably have 8 laps to go when we go back.
The lights should shut off here on this go around, so we're gonna have like 8 to go here. And they
One thing's
double
for
it up.
sure is Mahika probably not going to win this race.
Unless they all just absolutely pile in on each other, top 9. Mahika is back in 10th.
Yeah.
They'd all
Mahika's
have
going to need some help,
pile
man.
up.
Here, he's going to need a lot of help.
It might have
Get set, go green.
thought the McDonald car was going to delay our green, but we're all good. We are getting set. Mike Kelly, get a good start over Comstock here. Turn 4, Comstock, good start. Kelly, a little bit good, but not quite
That's
there.
what he wants to see. Coleman drive on the inside of him.
Okay,
Just got to hang on 8 more laps. I don't know. Kelly's
on
coming.
front. Yeah, I think Kelly with those new tires, this might
I'd
hurt.
protect that inside
Comstock.
lane. I'd say if you're going to pass me, you pass me on the outside. I'm protecting that inside lane for everything.
I'd say that's what Comstock is doing. He is
Yeah.
going to dive to the inside a little bit earlier than you would expect. As long as Kelly doesn't go for an insane dive bomb move here.
Well, yeah, we've still got the bump and run could happen now. I mean, don't count that out. It is a short track. And
Yes,
I'm all
it
for
is.
the bump and run. I mean, I don't want to see
Oh,
nobody
gotta
wreck
caution.
anyone, but never mind, costing us. Pull it down. Now, that's what Comstock here probably at this point doesn't want to see. At some point, he doesn't want to see any more cautions. He wants this thing to go green, especially because every time now from this point on, as you see, he loses that by himself. At this point on, every restart is a danger to him with Kelly back there. And if he gets a run, a start like he had right there, where he's out front holding him off, yeah. So I would say he wants this thing now go green. Probably going to be green, white, checker. Yep, 1. He's up there blinking. Know what you want to see.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess Comstock wants to see it. Comstock, yeah, blink all you want. The admin say, look, Kelly, you got to move to the back.
Well, they wouldn't say it under yellow until they get to 1 to green if he was still blinking heavily, but
Yeah, true.
yeah, I mean, that's not what you want to do, and you're about 2 laps away from potentially stealing a win if you can bump and run nice.
And it would be a steal of a win. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Kelly talent-wise, but Comstock has done a masterful job here all night long. He's led every lap to lap, flag to flag. He just wants to lead that last one, one's important, main one. But Kelly could get up here and spoil the show for him.
Yeah, if Kelly can get a good start, get on the back bumper Comstock. Comstock is choosing the bottom. He has said that on chat.
Well, I would too. I think this is
I would
smart.
too.
Put him up top because he's hoping Coleman behind him gets a good jump. And if Coleman gets a good jump, that puts him side by side with Kelly for just long enough for him to get out there far enough. And then pretty much by the time Kelly's able to get away and run him down, time will be ran out. That's the game plan, is for him to get out there far enough.
This will be green white checker number 1 of 2. So
And then even if we do go to green white
Correct.
checker number 2, Comstock's probably going, look, either I get out front and we end it, or it goes green and then the caution comes over and I'll just take this in that way.
Yeah, well, we get to the white flag and it's all man for themselves.
Yeah. No matter what happened, he killed himself on the track. So here we go. Lights off, pace car, green, white checker, attempt number 1. Comstock has led it all here tonight. Can he lead the last one? Kelly get up here and just ruin this party of David Comstock, who is trying, probably looks like he's trying to anticipate this start.
Yeah, Mike Kelly, he's definitely trying to anticipate this one right here. You
have
see
to back
him,
off just a little bit, yeah.
right there.
Go.
Yeah, now it's
that back off that he had to do hurt him. And this is what Comstock wants to see. Kelly and Coleman back there battling. This is exactly what Comstock needs. And by the time Kelly's able to clear Coleman, he's so far ahead that guess what? We're coming out of 4. We're going to catch the white flag. Kelly's gonna have to dive bomb this thing, I think, to get up there now.
He's gonna have to throw a Hail Mary here.
Yeah.
The wreck behind the 45 does.
Matter now, they can wreck, they can kill the field. But out of 3 and 4 final time, it's gonna be all Comstock winning it. Wow, flag to flag. Never pitted. What a finish for Comstock. Kelly in second, Coleman's there with it. That was an impressive showing by David Comstock to not pit, just utilize what he had. That was just awesome.
He did come home in the top 10, so.
Well, all right, not a bad night. Let's see where Kelman. Ed Coleman coming up here. Comstock. Tell you what, that guy, All right. Want to interview anybody?
Yeah, I said third.
Yeah, Coleman, let's get a word.
Hey, Chad, you got a copy on me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, third place here at North Wilkesboro for you. How was it?
It was long. That took a long time with all the cautions, but I think it'd have been a pretty good race if we could have got some green flag runs in right there. I didn't need any more green flag than what we had at the end. I had guys around me with 40 lap better tires, but I mean I can't complain much about that. David stayed out he had 153 laps on his tires and led every lap. So congrats to him. He did a hell of a job.
Yeah, that was definitely a race of attrition. Got anybody you like to thank tonight?
Got to thank Michael Sharp and Tap Out Tuning and everybody with Cadillac V Performance Centers. I don't know how many more races they're gonna have on this car, so kind of got to give them a shout out every now and then, and thank all the guys on Team Name. They know who they are, and all the admins. Thank you guys for broadcasting, and once again, congrats to David for the hell of a job.
There you have it, folks. Your third place driver, Chad Coleman.
Absolutely, man. Good run from him tonight. Always bring up the second place man here. Old Mike Kelly, who almost pulled this thing off. Mike, Joe White and Boot, got a copy?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Pretty good. Well, I tell you, I mean, was there anything you could have done different to get up there to Comstock, or was the cautions just too much for you?
I could have wrecked him probably.
Yeah. Well.
No, I'm sure I answered the question you had about mid race of will me going in and getting tires be able to come back and make an effort, but it definitely worked. We were definitely in the Turn One Heroes channel talking about, well, I wanted to stay out the whole race really originally, but then I talked myself into go ahead and pitting after Steve Ritter did it and was making good ground, so I figured I'd give it a shot, and we got up there, and I was definitely faster than David, but, you know, David don't make any mistakes. The track was good everywhere, and tires were just good enough to where if he ran his line, there wasn't much he could do short of roughing him up. So I don't think it would have mattered if we would have went green or whatever. I don't know. I really, on a green run where I could have really got to work him, I may have had a chance. restart, maybe you get a chance. I don't know, but it was just the tire wear just wasn't there, and he drove a great race and brought it home. And I was glad to get back up to second and got some good testing in.
Yeah, and earlier, I said before, at some point at this place, it's just so hard to pass that you're gonna have to stay out. Now, I was surprised when you did go into pits, but hey, it worked out for you. And I'll go with the sentiment of what you just said. I think you're right. If it would have been a long green flag run, I think your tires might have probably been what would have got you there. But I think the cautions hurt a little bit because you had a battle with Coleman. But man, I tell you what a way to get battle back to second. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, it was fun, and I needed it to get back up to second too because I've been flailing in the points. But thanks to Scott Stenzel and the Personal Comfort crew for coming on for this and sponsoring Sim500 for a long time. It's always great to have sponsors like that are out here racing, having fun, and supporting Sim500. Thanks to you guys at OSRM, of course. Fun broadcast, always good to watch. Highly recommended. And glad to be doing some adminning back here at Sim500, filled in for Joey tonight. So thanks to the whole gang at Sim500. Tyler backing up on black flags, and had a pretty smooth race, except for on the racetrack from a race director standpoint. And just thanks to all the racers and everybody that supports this league, all the sponsors, and gives us an avenue to come out and play and have fun.
And I tell you what, it was a good race out there, man. It's a good short track. And again, congratulations on that second.
Yeah, thanks. The racing was good when we had it. Have a good night, guys.
Tell you, well, this guy here held them all off. David, Joy and Booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I got hats off to a masterful job of strategy out there. At any time in this race, was you worried that you needed to pit or wanted to pit, or was it just a game plan to stay out all the time?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to pit. I saw a few guys that I kind of kept an eye on, like Eric Arnold and Tarasca, Mike Kelly, the guys that pitted. They were driving up the field and talking amongst their teammates. We were all keeping an eye on it. And I think probably the best opportune time would have been like around lap 69, because that's when we had a pretty big wreck where there was like maybe half the cars tore up. They were on lead lap. And so like you didn't want to pit and get marred so far back in traffic that you get caught up in something and it's so already difficult to pass. So track position was definitely super important, but like at the same time, like I definitely wanted tires, especially by the end of the race there. It was fighting on entry. It couldn't turn in.
Well, you know what? I couldn't tell from up here because you definitely was holding them off. I mean, but now at the end there, when you saw Mike Kelly coming, I mean, he definitely had the newer tires. Do you think if that thing would have stayed green the rest of the race and that late caution wouldn't have come out, or a couple cautions, think maybe he could have got around you?
Yeah, I mean, I would have done the best I can to hold my line, and if he got to my inside, I would have tried to pinch and hold him down, and hopefully I didn't get wrecked. But yeah, I mean, I think it, there's no way of really actually telling. I mean, tires were definitely a factor, especially that far in on the set I had. So at that point, the tires at 130, 40 laps in, tires that are 100 laps newer are definitely going to be better than 140 lap old. So I think eventually he could have got by me if I slipped up, or a little bit of chrome horn action. So we will never know. I'm glad to not know.
Hey, no doubt. When another thing, flag to flag, you led every lap here tonight. Man, that's an awesome feat there too in itself. But man, putting in a victory lane here tonight, Personal Comfort, Sim500. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my teammates at Team Name. I appreciate all their support and help all night long, working together on those restarts and strategizing. Appreciate Sim500 and Personal Comfort, Scott Stenzel, sponsoring our series here on Wednesday nights. Thanks to you guys for broadcasting, and thanks to Monster Energy. There
you go. That's David Comstock bringing it home here tonight with Corey. I mean, you heard it right there. I think if it would have went green the rest of the way with about that 20 to go or so, I think that would have been the best chance Kelly would have had to get around him. But the cautions, I think, just helped him out.
Yeah, the cautions definitely helped out Mr. Comstock there to get the win tonight.
No doubt, but he also did an awesome job staying out front. I mean, and keeping that car in check with as old as tires as he did, and not falling off the pace. But Man, I tell you what, I hope everybody enjoyed it. For myself and everyone, the personal comfort here, Winter Cup Series Sim 500. Everyone have a good night.
Sleep Number 360 comes with what they call responsive air technology, or as what we like to call it around here, RAT. The idea is the mattress will automatically adjust during the night based on your body's position. It's a key selling feature of the Sleep Number 360 bed. But guess what? You can only use RAT when the bed is flat. So, if you like to sleep with your head or feet slightly elevated on the FlexFit base, you can forget about responsive air technology. My question to you, is it really worth the money? On the Personal Comfort mattress, we use a passive pressure monitoring system that works no matter what position the mattress is in. It's measuring the pressure of the mattress on your body at all times using a standard medical pressure scale, and it shows you how the pressure changes as you move in real time. This is a setting you can activate on any one of our hand controls. It's a simpler system than Sleep Number's RAT. For one thing, it's not turning on throughout the night to make adjustments. But what we really like about that, well, it's simple and it works.